Hello, my sweetlings, and welcome back to, I was going to say Drangleic there, and that would be dead wrong, wouldn't it? It'd be dead wrong. We're in Lothric. Well, we're sort of outside of Lothric. We're in the Cathedral of the Deep still, mucking about with the followers of Aldrich. Yeah, here they are. The priests and the knights that have been consumed and corrupted by the lore of the deep, seeping into their souls and turning them into monsters. Yay! It's very Lovecraftian. We love that. We love a little bit of gribbliness. So we do. We're near the end, actually. We're quite near the end of the Cathedral of the Deep, but there's a lot of like little bits and pieces that we need to do. Like disturbing these guys while they're praying. Yes, let's do that. Let's disturb the big, gigantic, armoured Black Knight while he's praying. That's bound to go down well, isn't it? Shit, it's not. It's really not. Fun thing about these guys, they only follow you so far, so you can sort of come down here and they'll stop following you. It's very easy to manipulate. Look, he's buggering off. Well, that went well, didn't it? He went around the bloody corner. Oh well, let's just take him down. Come on, you. Oh, you left yourself wide open to that, man. I mean, I know that it gives you an extra effect on your flanged mace there, but it really left you open, didn't it? Oh well. That was your own fault. Cathedral Knight Armour, really heavy, really good, but I'm not going for a heavy build with this this particular pyromancer. I'm rather liking the lightness of him. There's also these guys. These are despairing souls from around the cathedral who are sat here praying to their absent saint, the mighty Aldrich, devourer of gods and men and anything he can get his hands on, by all accounts. I like the description of him. Our friend back at the Firelink Shrine said that he ate so much in terms of other people that he softened into sludge and became some hideous Lovecraftian abomination, which is rather lovely, isn't it? I've got a cup of coffee. I'm sure that coffee is in short supply in Lothric and its surrounding environments. Oh shit. Yeah, this is one of the bigger knights who's got a really big broadsword. They're not too tough. They haven't got a shield, so they're not as Ow. Well, thank you for that. They're not as defensive as the other knights. They really can't avoid your hits as well as the others, but boy do they hit hard. He can take off 2/3 of my health in one hit, that guy, so best be careful, eh? It must be really disappointing, actually, for Henri and, what was her companion's name? Horace? When they turn up here, because they come all this way looking for Aldrich, thinking that he's still in his cathedral, and he's not. Aldrich isn't here. He's long gone. He's just left behind his influence and corruption and all the filth that he exudes, which we've been encountering throughout. You can get up behind him and stab him in the back, actually, which is usually a good way of doing it. But I wonder if I'm stealthy enough to do it. Probably not. But let's give him a go anyway, eh? Ah, no. God, actually, his health isn't that good. I'm quite surprised. We took off most of his health there. He doesn't... Yeah, he's not taking that much. Oh, God, we're wrecking these pews. And off we go again. Yay! There's a health and safety hazard, that is. It really is. I'm going to get the Lothric equivalent of H&S down here. Especially with all this filth at the bottom as well. You could catch something from that. Ugh. I find the notion of someone wandering around with a clipboard and, you know, making a health assessment far scarier than all the abominations in this cathedral, to be perfectly honest. Oop, down he goes. He wasn't that hard, really. I like the way he fell flat on his face there. Look at the altar, the way it's listing to the side. That is really cool. It's the whole cathedral has this feeling of like sinking, as though the deep is reaching up from underneath and dragging it down. I mean, that's really cool, isn't it? I love that notion. There's the boss, or bosses, as it were. We're going to go fight them in a minute. They're a mob boss, which I rather like, actually. They remind me a little bit of like the Skeleton Kings from Dark Souls 2, who are really, really cool. And more so than the Skeleton Kings, there's an area in Dark Souls 2 where you face a mob boss that consists of like zombie priests and sorcerers, and this boss fight echoes that. There are echoes and resonances and poetry all the way through this game. There's the front door, which we forced open. That's very nice. I wonder if that character's here yet. Let's have a look. I'm just going to double check, see if he's here. No, he isn't. That means he's probably going to turn up at Firelink. I don't know what factors influence it, but he either turns up here and you get a particular set piece with him, or he turns up at the Firelink Shrine and you get a particular set piece with him. But I need him to turn up because he's the one who's got Siegfried's armor. So to continue Siegfried's storyline, I need him to turn up. Ew. Oh, the animation on those maggot men is really gross. Look at the pulsating floppiness of them. It's not pleasant. Rosaria's bedchamber is up here. I'm just going to rush through and use the bonfire momentarily while I've got the chance. There's actually going to be a story arc involving Rosaria, believe it or not, which we're going to do a little later. That's going to be fun. Okay, let's do this. Then we'll go do the boss of this area. I do believe. Okay, so here we are. Rosaria's bedchamber is really cool. I love the fact that she might be... What's her name? Is it Gwyneth or Guinevere? The daughter of Gwyn? I can't remember her name. The one who you're presented with an illusion of when you originally reach Anor Londo. Can't remember her name. Her sibling Gwendolyn is casting like an illusion of her to sort of to ratify the notion that the old gods still hold sway in Anor Londo, even though they don't. The truth of it is Anor Londo is dark and desolate and broken. There's an echo of that in this game as well. You'll see when we get there. You'll see. Oh, yes, we will be reaching Anor Londo. There is a version of Anor Londo in this cycle. It does exist. It does exist, which is kind of cool, isn't it? Okay, right. I think we'll just run past these guys. I mean, they're not gonna... He'll come for a little way, but he won't come all the way. Ow! Well, that hurt. Oh no, I was wrong! He's actually following me the whole way. And there are no summon signs down here. Okay. Oh, well, I'll have to go it alone then. It's alright, this boss is easy. Okay, so there is like a dark essence here. The Deacons of the Deep. These are the high deacons of the church. They're the ones that sort of oversee the faith of Aldrich. And the one we want is the one that sort of soul is possessing. You see in the back? Whenever we kill its host, that essence will move on to another host, and we need to kill them all. And that's how you defeat it. It's not difficult. It's just that they can get on top of you if you're not careful. Just kicked him in the face. It's going to get a little harder when it goes under half health, because then it will reveal its true host, its true shape will appear. And it's sort of like the archdeacon of the cathedral, and of the faith of Aldrich. It's really cool. But Aldrich himself is not here. Aldrich is in absentia. I love the big guys. I think the models for the gigantic guys are really cool. They look like followers of Nurgle from Warhammer. Or Age of Sigmar, as it is now. It's an easy boss, this one. As long as you keep your wits about you and are careful, this one's easy. It does do some attacks a little later in its second phase that are tough, if you don't know what to look for. Here we go. So there's the real... that guy in the middle, the pontiff-looking guy, he's the one we want to destroy. But he's protected by these blue deacons. Whenever they do this, when they all raise their candles up and this abyssal energy appears, run. Or disrupt it. If they get that attack off, it can kill you in one hit. So be very careful of that. But generally speaking, not that difficult. Kill the blue guys. Kill the blue guys, they don't come back. And they're some of the toughest enemies here, so disrupt this if you can. And then they won't get it off and it won't hit you, so it's not, no, we're fine, Sometimes it's a case of just mowing through them, like that, just getting into the middle of them and killing them. Being aggressive does help, and being a pyromancer helps as well, because you can hit loads of them at once, with sort of high energy attacks. But the ones you kill are always going to come back, so focus on the big guy. See the big one jump at me there? That's why you kill the blue ones. They've got some quite nasty attacks, and they're much more agile than the others, And they've got healing prayers as well. So kill the blue ones. Definitely kill the blue ones if you can. Oh, we're in the midst of them here. And that big box behind them, you see the gigantic altar? That's the tomb of Aldrich himself. That's where Aldrich was contained when he was Deed. He's not Deed anymore. Well, he is Deed. He's sort of undeed, you know? Oh crap. Oh, that was close. We nearly did it then. Ow. Oh dear. Oh no. I'm going to go behind the altar, then it shouldn't hit me. This one's behind the altar, I didn't know that. There it goes. Yeah, you see it? I think it did hit me actually. But that's alright. Okay. Oh look, he's all on his own. Excellent, that's what we want. And down they go, that's it. And they all die at once, and we get the small doll, which is actually, there's the Tomb of Aldrich. That's what he was contained in. That's what they were all praying to once upon a time. But yeah, the doll is essential to progress to the next area of the game. There's like a barrier, an invisible barrier at one point in the game, which echoes those barriers of light from Dark Souls 1. Set up around a place called Irithil of the Boreal Valley, where Vort, you know, the big icy knight from the beginning of the game, is where he comes from. And it's where Pontiff Sullivan, the big bad guy of this game, is holding court. It's where he presides. Okay, right. Shall we travel or shall we move on? I think we'll move on, actually, for a bit. There's still some stuff to do in the cathedral. For one thing, we've got to get Sigvard his armour. That may take some doing, though. We've got to activate the other character. So yes, that's the Deacons of the Deep. Wonderfully alliterative title for them there. They're quite fun as well. I like that boss. I'm finding this time round, for some reason, the bosses are much easier. I don't know why. I don't know if it's just because I'm more used to the game now. But I am really enjoying doing the bosses this time round. That said, the Deacons are easy anyway. They're like all the mob bosses. They're really dirt easy. If you've got a big weapon that's got a wide swinging arc, they just melt. Or if you've got like really good pyromancies or sorceries, they just melt. There's nothing that tricky about them. Right then, let's see if he's here. I hope he is, because if not, that means he's going to manifest in the Firelink Shrine instead, which is fine. We can do it there. No, he's not here. So it's going to be the Firelink Shrine where he manifests. That's alright. That's fine. He normally appears here. And what he does is he'll tell you to go across the bridge here to get to the room over here, and then he'll activate the bridge so it goes down with you on it. So you have to fight the giant, which we've already killed, so it's not going to work. From that, you should be able to guess who the character is, because he does pretty much the same thing in all the other games that he appears in, which is all the Dark Souls, and even Bloodborne he appears in as well. Splat, splat, splat. To you two. Okay, let's go to Rosaria again and let's teleport. Where do we need to go anyway? After this, I think, where do we need to go? We need to go... Oh, the swamp, the Farron Keep, the Farron Swamps. Oh, I like that area. That's one of my favourite areas in the game, actually. It's an echo of the swamps from Dark Souls 1 and 2. It's got sort of a similar feeling and quality about it. And it's even suggested, there are little like item placements and enemy placements that suggest it's the same place. It's this reality's version of those swamps. Which is really cool, isn't it? Really cool. There's even suggestions there that it might be bordering on Oolacile, or what Oolacile was in the original game. There's Rosaria doing her thing. I do like Rosaria, she's a cool character, even though she doesn't say anything. She's got a very fun story arc. Okay, so let's go back to the Firelink, because we've got souls to spend, and we've also got people to talk to. There should be some characters here now who were not here before, and we need to talk to them to move their story arc on. And there's a couple of things we can do with these characters as well. They've got multiple different outcomes and endings, none of which are particularly happy, sadly. Are they here? Well, there's the Fire Keeper. We need her, definitely. Yes, they're here. Excellent. There's Henri and Horace. I do want to finish their story arcs. Hello.
Oh, and we meet again.
Yay.
We spoke before on the road of sacrifices.
We did.
Henri of Astora. I'm well pleased to see you safe.
Yay.
We reached the Cathedral of the Deep.
So did I.
But Aldrich's coffin was empty.
Yeah, I know.
The man-eater must have left for his true home. The
Irithyll.
little doll in the empty coffin told me. Aldrich is said to hail from Irithyll in the Boreal Valley, an ancient fabled city.
Oh, it's not fabled.
A pilgrim told me that the city lies beyond Farron Keep,
Yeah, it does.
and so becomes our destination.
Yep, and mine.
Aldrich's honest home is Irithyll, and a pilgrim told, and so becomes...
Blah, 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 blah. We've heard that. Horace? Do you do? Man, a few words, Horace. I like Horace, he's cool. Okay, so what do we get from the Deacons of the Deep? I think we can get a spell from them.
Aha.
Aha.
And so,
We have got some Twisted Souls. Oh, I've got quite a few bits here. I can either get the... No, I don't need the Cleric's Candlestick. It would be good if we were like a cleric character, but we're not. The Deep Soul is a good bit of sorcery. We might get that, actually. Yeah, why not? And we've also got the Crystal Hail. That's a good bit of sorcery too, so we'll have both of them. Why not? I'll be away as long as I like. Okay, let's spend me souls before I lose them all, which is very, very likely. You know what I'm like.
To be unkindled is to be a vessel for souls.
So you keep telling me.
Sovereignless, I'm ashen.
Blah, 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 blah.
Very well, then take Nari.
Okay, what are we going to upgrade? I think we can upgrade a few bits and pieces here. Vigor's always good. Strength, yeah, why not? Because we are going to be going for a strength build a little later. We want our faith and intelligence up as well. Because we are a pyromancer, and faith and intelligence are our core statistics, if you like. Ah! You can be of service by stop charging me for stuff that I need to save all of creation. Just giving it to me. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Andre! Hello, man.
ah, 'tis good what needs.
Prithee! Oh. Oh well. Can I reinforce anything? Anything good? Not really. I need some Titanite scale and stuff. What is what I need now to upgrade me shit. I've got a lot of it as well. I mean, what I find in the Dark Souls games is that you tend to focus on like a few core weapons and that's it. You upgrade the ones that work for you and that's it. What can I learn? Nothing yet.
Do not be gone. What is it, teach?
Do not be gone for long. Did we get... Oh yeah, we sent her mad, didn't we? Ah! Hello.
Oh, sweet champion. Where have you been?
Not far, really.
Please, your touch.
Oh dear. I'm not sure I'm happy about
Little
that.
creatures, how they nip and bite.
That's funny, though. What have you got for me?
You know, in my home of Karim, I was a nun.
That doesn't surprise me for some reason.
I would be pleased to share the tales of miracles with you.
Yay! I'm sure that'll be
Although, to be
fun.
honest, I only know a few.
You know quite a few at this point.
But if I had a divine tome, I could tell... Oh, terribly sorry.
Blah, 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 blah.
But you'll have to...
Okay, cool. She's got a few. There are a few more divine tomes that we need to pick up, actually. I think there's another dark one knocking about somewhere that'll drive her absolutely balmy. So let's go and find and give her that, shall we?
Back at, I suppose this...
Orbeck. You know, there are people telling me I should kill you. I don't want to, though. I don't need to. If we just follow his story arc through, he'll die anyway. So, yay!
Oh, hello. You've come at a good time.
I love Grey Rat.
It took some prowling.
Took
but
some
I finally
prowling.
made a score. Go on. Have a gander.
I love him. He's so sweet. Oh, he's got lots of stuff now. That's nice. I can't afford any of it, but it's good. He's got like all the basic armor sets from the previous Dark Souls games, all the very basic stuff. That's actually pretty good.
You can keep the ring.
Yeah, blah, 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 blah.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Oh yes, and our weird friend
Speak
here.
thy desire, honourable Lord of Hollows.
Stop calling me that.
Orbeck of Vinheim.
Yeah, see?
If left alone, falls.
She keeps telling me to kill him. I'm not going to kill him. I don't need to. Oh, we won't come to blows. We're fine. What about you? Anything new to say?
Good. But what do you
Nope.
read? Let's take a ride.
He will move on. Eventually, he will move on. It's just going to take a while. Isn't it, sir?
At the foot of Lothric Castle,
Ah,
an old path still runs below the tower in the undead settlement.
does it now?
It was used to transport sacrifices to the Cathedral of the Deep.
That would be the road of sacrifices then.
You should see where it leads.
I know where it leads. I've been through it.
You've the stones for it.
The stones for it. He's a fun
Haven't
one.
given up yet?
Nope.
Then you're a brasher lad than I thought.
What do you mean, lad? Look at
You
me.
can make better use of this.
What? What are you giving me? Heavy
I
gem.
don't need
Ooh.
it. Not now I've flown the coop.
Alright. Yeah, okay. Fine. So that's exhausted his dialogue for a little while. Good. Yeah, you find out later that he was actually a member of the what are they called? The night bosses that are at the end of Farron Keep. The Abyss Watchers. He was a member of the Abyss Watchers once upon a time. Oh, can't go out there, so I'm gonna head. There is something we can do out here, but not yet. I don't think the parameters haven't been met yet. So we'll come back to this a little later. Let's just have a look, see if he's there. He might be. Is he there? No, he's not there yet. There's there will be a character waiting for us down that way, down yonder at some point, just not at the moment. We've got to move the game on a little further, I think, yet, before that happens. Oh well. Ow! Well, that was in the back, so no mercy for you. Yeah, he appears by the door there, so no, we haven't met the parameters for that yet. A little later then, maybe. Look at the light out here. Even the light looks like things are dying. It's like dusky, you know, it's like things are falling apart. I love that about this game. I absolutely love it. The feeling, the ethos of this world as though it is collapsing around you slowly. Slowly but surely. Right, so he's not here yet, the character we're trying to trigger. He'll appear when we come up here. We've got to go all the way up here, and then go into that tower again, where we kept dying when we fell down. And then he'll appear. And then you'll know who it is, you'll be able to see who it is. You'll recognise him immediately, he's very recognisable. Okay, so now, what we need to do is go up on the lift, I believe. Still can't get whatever the bloody hell that is. I don't know how you fall down there without moidering yourself. It's bloody difficult. I will go and get it at some point, just probably not yet, because I keep dying. Every time I go to do it, I murder myself. And I don't want to keep doing that, because it's annoying, especially when I'm embered. Oh, did you hear? The door slammed shut. Oh, there we go. Someone shut the door on us. I wonder who that could be. Who has a habit of springing traps on us from behind in every single one of the Dark Souls games? And Bloodborne, for that matter. Who could it be?
Sorry, friend.
Yeah?
Be more careful. By the gods, curiosity is gonna kill you, kittens.
It's bloody Patches, isn't
Kittens
it?
are better left alone, you know.
Bastard!
Oh, sorry. Am I a tad too late?
Bollocks to you, you arse! One of these days I'm going to play a game where I do
Have no
kill him.
fear. There's beauty in death. Besides, you're surrounded by ladies. Every man's dream.
Not this man, no. Presumptuous of you there, Patches. Arsehole. So now we're locked in.
No matter. I'll look after things.
Oh,
By stripping every last trinket off your corpse. You're gonna make some lucky customer very happy.
oh, I'll be very happy when I drive this frost blade into your belly, you bastard. Right, so we need to find an alternative way down. I'm going to see if I can get that. I mean, this is going to probably hurt, but I'll see if I can get it. Let's try. I mean, why not? Oh, can we get down that way? Oh, let's give it a go. It's so tricky to get onto that coffin that's protruding. Alright. Oh, we fucked it. Ah! Yeah, brilliant. Oh well. But now Patches will be in the Firelink Shrine. So, there's that. And we can go and see him. And we can actually purchase Zigfrid's armor from him. And then give it back to him. He'll be up here. Not up here. No, I'm going the wrong way. He'll be up by the door. To the left. There's a lot going on in the Firelink Shrine in this version of the game. Hell of a lot going on. There he is!
Ah, okay. You're alive.
In a manner of speaking.
Now, hold your horses. Let's have a nice talk about this.
Yes, let's.
I'll come clean. I did you wrong. I didn't mean it, though. Not one bit. You get these urges, running the business and all, and I hate myself for it. I do. You know what I mean. Terrible, really. But I can see you'll forgive me. After all. And that's what counts, right?
Fine.
Fantastic. A wily second chance. I knew you'd understand. I just knew it. The heart of a lion. A model for the rest of us. A true friend. Forever.
Actually, he's kind of right. This the only reason I'm forgiving him. Oh yes.
Slinking rodent. But he did me a good turn back in Lothric Dungeon. Doubtless I should do something about that little dead. Well, maybe not. Well, I hardly believe he's still standing.
Yeah, right. Yeah, him and Grey Rat get on. They've actually got an interlinked story arc, which is really fun. There's Zigfrid's armor. I haven't got the souls to pay for it yet, but I will. Eventually. You don't need it all. I think you just need the helmet, the main body armor, and the pantaloons, I do
Can't find
believe.
anything you like.
Not at the moment, no.
Well, you could try looking a little harder.
I could try a lot of things a little harder, like stabbing you in the belly, you arse. Yeah, were it not for the fact that his story arc is really bloody good in this game, I would kill him where he stands. You can. And it would probably benefit me a great deal, to be perfectly honest. But hey-ho, I haven't got enough here to buy the armor with, unfortunately. So I'll need to do a little bit of adventuring first, and then come back. Right, to... where are we going? Farron Woods, I do believe, is next. I do believe, anyway. Farron Keep, as it's known. It's a part of Lothric Castle, like a lower part of the castle. That's a key. Here we are. And it's flooded. It's become like a swamp. It's sinking into filth and toxicity and poison. The whole area is toxic and a lot of fun. Now then, what's the only thing we need to do up here? Up here is the Crucifixion Woods, you know, just off from the Road of Sacrifices. There's probably still some stuff up here that we need to do, actually, before... Is there? No? Woo! No, okay, let's just go. Let's go into Farron Woods. This is difficult. Farron Keep is hard. I will say that now. Really, you should put a lot of poison-resistant stuff on. Yeah, we'll put that on for here, because everything is toxic. Every step you take, every attack you receive, everything is toxic here, so yay! Look at these. Ugh. Slugly buglies, and they're gross. Look at the way they die. They sort of swell up and burst. There are so many secrets in Farron Keep, it's unbelievable. The swamp is massive, and there are little hidden nooks and crannies all over the place that are very easy to miss. Ragged Mask, yeah. There are lots... I do believe there's another pyromancy tome around here somewhere. There's the, which one is it? It's the pyromancy... It's the one from Easalith that's around here, I do believe. And, yeah, it's going to be good. No, have you got anything that's as good for poison? Not really. There's that, the worker garb, but it's got crap resistance for everything else, so... Yeah, I think we might stick with Lucatiel's armour, to be honest. Because it is good. Yeah, we're fine. Besides which, we're fast enough that we can sort of evade most things. There's some really deadly enemies in this area as well. Like, you wouldn't believe how hard some of the monsters in this area are. And they're massive as well. Titanite Shard? Yay! Good area to level up, this one. Especially at this point in the game. It's just very deadly. If you don't know where you're going, it's so easy to get lost, and you'll get poisoned a lot here. Look at those filthy sort of clotted things hanging from the trees that look like sort of embryonic, like egg sacs or something, or clots of fungus or something foul. Everything's foul here. More of those crucifixes as well from the crucifixion woods. Some of them have been used if you look carefully. Aha, I do believe that's an Estus shard over there. We need that. As many of them as possible, obviously. And one of the ways of doing this area is circumscribing the perimeter, so going along the outer wall first. That's a good tactic. Pyromancy is great here. Almost everything here is vulnerable to fire. So, good to have on you, you know? Blech, blech. Yuck, horrible things. Righty-ho, one guarding the Estus shard there, can't have that. I love the notion that like this whole keep has sunk into the swamp, it's so cool. And the swamp has sort of festered and swollen over time. Estus shard! Always wonderful. So the whole thing here, there are 3 towers in the swamp, and each one has a fire burning in it. We need to find the altar that corresponds to each tower and put out its flame, and that will allow a brazier that's before a great door to ignite. And once all 3 of the braziers have ignited, then the door will open to the next area. Poisoned? It's alright, we're fine. It just slowly eats away at your health, so as long as you keep an eye on it, it's fine. There's no real point in trying to avoid it in this area, because you're going to get poisoned anyway, so just let it happen. Unless you've got really high poison resistance or you're just really fast, it's going to happen anyway, so just don't worry about it. You'll just waste focus and energy. There's also, in this swamp, a couple of the Dark Wraiths, believe it or not, from Dark Souls 1. Some of the few surviving from Ooooh, I believe. There's one of them just over there. They're very tough, they're very aggressive. Always best to clear the area before you fight them. He's just over here, inside this tower. Awaiting us. Rotten pine resin, that's cool. We'll see him. There he is. You see him just in front of the tower there? We're trying to stay out of the arc of his perception. If he activates too soon, we're going to be in a lot of trouble, because he's tough. There he is. I'm going to try and get up behind him. If we can get up behind him and get a few cheeky hits on him, he shouldn't be too bad. But they're tough. They're aggressive. They've got high resistance to most things. Very, very strong attacks, good armor. You know, they're generally tough and generally unpleasant. You can hear him. If you listen, you can hear them when you're close to them. It's rather nasty. Oh, hello. Oh, Sage's Coal! Oh, that's for Andre. He'll be pleased about that. There he is. I mean, they're worth killing because they can drop some really good items. Like, for example, the sword. The black sword is one of the better weapons in the game. Ow! They are tough though. And gotta be careful of them. Keep them at arm's length if you can. They've also got this weird defense, this sort of magical shield that they hold up, which makes them proof against a lot of your attacks. Also, they don't stagger. These guys have got very high resistance to staggering, so they're quite tough. They're a nice little throwback to Dark Souls 1, I find. That's the way to do it. What's you going to give me? Anything good? Cracked eye red orb. I'm not going to use that. That just allows you to invade other players and be a bit of a dick to them. Quite frankly, I'm not going to do that. I don't believe in being a dick to people. Although, as you no doubt know and will see, there will be a couple of people who are dicks to us before the end of this Let's Play, believe me. Not this video, but certainly this Let's Play. Okay, where are we going? Okay, we've got to find those 3 pillars. Oh, hang on. You see him? You see that guy standing up there? The Groo monster? These guys are pains in the arse. Take them down at a distance, because they can do attacks that kill you in 1 hit. If they get you... Oh, this is evil. Look at that. That is a vile attack, and they can spam it. So you need to be very... He's in aggressive mode at the moment, so I'm going to take him down from a distance. Look how fast they are as well. The way they move is horrible. The Groo are really interesting. I don't know what they quite are, what they constitute, but they seem to derive from, like, Izalith. They seem to be the sort of like the bastardized descendants of the demons of Izalith. They're sort of like a mixture, like a hybrid of different creatures, which I really, really like. They've got an element of humanity about them, but they've also got like a goatish demonic thing going on, which is really cool. They look like Baphomet. Oh. This is one of the towers. This is good, but we've got to be careful. These Groo guys can be pains. Gotcha! You've really got to get the pattern of their attacks down. I love the design of their heads, look. Their horns are so knotted and weird. They look like formations of coral. I love that. There's one of the burning towers. You see in the distance? There's another one, and he's seen us. This is one of the weaker ones, so this one isn't too bad, he says, and then gets absolutely blatted by him. Come on, you. Gotcha! There we go. The Groo Shamans are pains as well. They can poison you. Just like everything else in this reality, to be honest. Aha! Gotcha! There's one of the altars behind us there. We're coming back to that in a moment. Just let me just check the area and make sure we're not going to get attacked. Nope, we're fine. I think we've killed everything here. Okay, so this is the first altar that we need to affect. And if you look very closely at it, the symbols around it, look who it is. It's the Bed of Chaos. That's the Bed of Chaos, the Witch of Izalith herself, the originator of pyromancy, and one of the key characters from the original game. And we are now extinguishing the flame that's dedicated to her in this reality. And that tower will go out. Each of these towers is dedicated to one of the original Great Souls from the first game. There's the Witch of Izalith, there's the 5 Kings, and there's... what's the last one? I think the last one may be Gwyn himself. No, it's Nito. It's Dark Lord Nito, the Lord of the Dead. And there's the gate we're trying to open. And there is the temple we're trying to reach. Which should look quite familiar. That exact temple appears in Dark Souls 2. Okay, right. Let's move on, shall we? We've got 2 more of those to go, and this is a whacking big area. It's huge, Farron Keep. It is absolutely ginormous. I love this area. I love the feeling of it, the ethos of it. It's so dark and decrepit and morbid, and love it. Love it to bits. Oh, there's items scattered everywhere around here. I've just got to be careful because there are lots of enemies that can sneak up on you here. And some of them are pretty damn deadly. Look at these guys that have been crucified. Yeah. Crucifixion is a big thing in this era of the Dark Souls timeline. Look at those things, those sacks of something hanging from the trees. It's so foul. There'll be grue all around here. Different types of grue, like those ones, the feral grue that wander around on all fours. They're not that tough, but they are very aggressive. So you've got to be careful of them. And they can attack en masse, so... Best area is one of them, look. Getting a good view of them here. They're a bit like... They're a bit canine, you know? They've got a sort of a canine quality to them. A greatsword. Well, if we're going for a strength build, the greatsword is excellent. Actually, it's a really good weapon. It's Guts' sword from oh, what's it called? Big influence, Berserk. It's Guts' sword from Berserk, the manga and anime Berserk. That is a huge influence on Dark Souls and Bloodborne, particularly Bloodborne. You'll see references to Berserk all the way through. And that sword is Guts' sword, the protagonist of Berserk. Okay, another item up here. I'm going to go get that. Quite out of the way as well. I wonder what it is. A purple moss clump, hardly worth it. This is the deeper area of the swamp, which is where it's difficult to wade through. There are some particularly pressing enemies here, so we've got to be careful. There are some gigantic mutations of the grue that are like massive monsters. I think there's one of them off to our left there. There is a group of 3 of them over here, and we need to lure each of them away and kill them one by one because they're guarding an item that I want. I think it's a tome, it's a pyromancy tome or something. There's 3 of them. Look, you see them? The massive monsters down there. They're sort of preying. But they're also, we've got the other tower here, so we might do that first. Ah! Oh, he's chucking filth at me. God damn you. And also kicking as well. Dear me. Scions of martial honour, these guys are not. Okay, so there's the other tower. See that big bridge in the distance? They look like a viaduct. We're going to be going on that too. A little later. We'll be climbing right up on top of it. Right up to the top. Okay, right. So I'm going to put the purple moss on my quick items so I can get rid of the poison a bit more efficiently. Especially since we are now out of healing items. There we go. Don't worry, there is a bonfire reasonably close around here. I do love... There's the bonfire. It's down that way. Okay. So... There's an item around here, I do believe. Just through here, if we destroy all of these... Yeah, I believe, anyway. Just through here. There better be, after all this. No, there isn't, god damn it! I would have thought there might be, but no. Okay, so shall we do the tower first, or shall we kill... Which one's this? It's Nito, look! It's Gravelord Nito. The first of the dead. I do love Nito. He's such an easy boss, though. There we go. Second tower extinguished. And second brazier lit. Lovely. And this will open the way to the Knights of Farron, the Watchers of the Abyss. A boss that they're not that difficult, but I do tend to have a little bit of difficulty with them. They can be pains. Okay, right. We really need to light the bonfire before we do anything down there. Oh, tits. Right, let's deal with these guys. Oh, right in the gut. Frostbitten blade in the gut. That cannot be pleasant. Ow. Well, you know, a big rotten spear probably isn't nice either. All right, you. That's one of the shamans. Like, he can vomit clouds of poison. I mean, there are harder versions of these guys later on, much harder. There's a couple of them who are in this game's equivalent of Izalith, which is called the Ashen Lake. Or rather, the Smouldering Lake. The Ashen Lake is from Dark Souls 1. Okay, let's activate the bonfire. I'm just going to go round the way, because I just want to check there's nothing... Oh, something just died. And gave us its souls. Oh, that's alright. Things want to die spontaneously, that's fine by me. Right, let's activate this. Boom! Great, so if we die, we'll just turn up back there. That's fabulous. Most pleased. Okay. And there's the door, look, with the braziers. So that's the length and breadth of the swamps, but we haven't gone the other way yet. There's still a lot to find. Hell of a lot. And there's secrets. There's that big tower we've got to climb. Loads of stuff to do, yeah. Far, far from finished with this place, I can tell you. It's one of those places where if you're the kind of game player who likes to exhaust everything, this is the area for you. This is the area for you, because there are secrets aplenty here. Oh, we got the Grew Spear, which can inflict poison, I do believe. Poison damage. It's alright. It's a fairly decent weapon. If you upgrade it enough, then the poison damage is really good and can be very useful. Look at these things. Bloody hell, they're massive, these things. They're bigger than some bosses, look at them. There's 3 of them guarding this item, and I need to draw them away if I can. They're like big rotten Grew that are clothed in the filth of the swamp. Oh shit, we drew 2 of them. They've got the powers of shamans, look. They can summon arcane attacks, which is really nasty, and they've got very powerful physical attacks too. Oh! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh, this is not good. We are catastrophically low on health and health-giving items. We've got the Black Bow of Faris. That's pretty good. He just walked on the fire and hurt himself. That's kind of amusing. Right, let's get rid of that poison, because we're going to need it. And we got a free Estus! Bloody hell! That was lucky. That was really lucky. I don't know how that happened. Okay, let's see if we can deal with our friend here. God, look at him. He's so cool. Beautiful monster. Absolutely beautiful. Is he dead? He's dead. Good. Okay, let's deal with the other one now. 3 in one go. Bloody hell. That's a tall order. These guys are tough monsters, and they're everywhere in these bloody swamps. Last one. What did the other one drop when it died? Oh, an ember. That's nice. Alright, you. Come on. Oh, fuck. He broke our lock on. Oh, shit. This is not going to go well. Well, if we die, we'll just come back here, you know. Ah! Look at him. Oh, I love the way he moves. They've got a slightly, like, dinosaur way of moving. The way their legs move is slightly... it's so weird. It's like, creepy and strange. Okay, right. Can we deal with him? Look. The way they breathe as they're standing there as well, it's weird. Huh? Oh, God. Ow! Oh, that was a brave effort from us, I think. Beautiful monster. Look at him. One of my favourites in this area. Don't worry, I'll just cut it and we'll get right back to dealing with them. And I'm a bit more equipped now. I'm embered. I've got a bit more in the way of health. I can take these guys now. Not without difficulty, because these things are always going to be difficult, but I can take them. Come on, you bastard! What? Oh, you wimps! You're going to stand there, are you, and throw spells at me? Well, there, come on. Come on. One of you at least come this way so I can deal with you. You're the wounded one, you're not. So I'm going to have to deal with you, aren't I? Look at him calling the souls from the swamp to attack me. I love their heads. The twisted crown of horns is so cool. Brilliant monsters, love them. They're worth a ton of souls as well. Worth killing, you know, if you want to upgrade your character at this point, they're well worth killing. What is it they're protecting? I can't remember for the life of me. Something good, I hope. Well, you're pretty wounded. I might be able to deal with you from afar. Yep. Goodbye. They have a fun death animation as well. They fall like a T-Rex, just sort of like, flop. They're about as big as a T-Rex as well, aren't they? A T-Rex that can cast spells. Yeah, that's something you really want. Jurassic Park would have been a very different story, wouldn't it? Oh! Where are you going? I thought he'd disengaged then, I was going to be annoyed. Come on! Yeah! One more will do it. Or one good hit from the Erythil straight blade. There we go. Fabulous. Oh, you didn't drop anything, cheapskate. Okay, let's go and see what they were protecting. Better be good. I'm sure it is. Yay! God, look at that. All the bits of the keep that have fallen into the swamp. It's so cool. I love that. Poison gem. Actually, that isn't bad. That isn't bad at all. It will allow us to apply poison to weapons. There's other stuff around here as well. Just look at this. This is really cool. There are Gru here, look, and they're protecting an area where there are all these dead mushroom people. And where are the mushroom people from? They're from Old Oolacile, from the DLC in Dark Souls 1, where you fought Manus, the great scion of humanity, the ultimate human, which sages scroll, so we can give that to Orbeck. So it's the sorceries of Oolacile, yeah? Look, these are the mushroom people from Oolacile, all dead, unfortunately. Obviously couldn't survive in the toxicity of the swamp. I mean, I don't know what that suggests, whether they're refugees from Oolacile or whether in some oblique way this swamp arose from the ruins of Oolacile. It's entirely possible. Given that Oolacile was built atop the abyss and the abyss was seeping through into it, and that Farron's abyss watchers are nearby. Oh, it's a crab. It's not too much to infer that somehow in this cycle of the world and of history and reality, it somehow arose from Oolacile. Oh, you're stuck, aren't you? I'm going to take full advantage of that. Well, wasn't that fun? Oh, he gave me a ring! Lingering Dragon Crest ring. That's cool. Oh, look, it's one of the white sage trees. That's very cool. If you come over here and that thing is still alive, you know our giant friend, he can see us from here and he will start throwing arrows at it. Loads of stuff over here that crab was protecting. Young white branches. These are an ember, always useful. These are the far reaches of the swamp. What have we got here? Gold pine bundle. Probably won't be using any of this, but it's still fun to have. Okay, and more of the feral Gru. Boom! Oh god, I didn't kill him. What a surprise. Come on then. The fire is usually good enough, but, you know. If not... Okay, are there any more here? That got him. Ooh, item over there. Protected? No, good. Titanite shard. Ah, we can use that for upgrades a little later. Bit of a reprieve from the toxicity of the swamp here on this bridge. Then we're going to head to that tower there, I do believe. Ooh, there's slugs all over it. That's not nice. Burn! Oh yeah, it's full of slugs, look, but there's an item in between them, so I need to get in there. I do need to get in there, unfortunately. Oh, don't kick them! Hit them! Oh dear. Oh no, I fucked it. Oh no! Well, that was my own fault. I deserved that. I should have just thrown pyromancy at them. I absolutely deserved that. Let's get back to it. Get our souls back. And then we'll pyromance them. There we go. Souls retrieved! Gotcha! They're in such an enclosed space, pyromancy is ideal. What have we got? Undead Bone Shard! Ooh, we can upgrade our bonfire, that's grand. That's really good. There's the door that leads out of here, but we haven't done the third shrine yet. Before we do that, though, there's a little a diversion from the swamps. So if we go up that ladder to the right there, it's protected by all those slugs. There's a little bit of a diversion from the swamp, and a very interesting enemy up there, actually. One that you'll recognise from previous Dark Souls games. Right, these things are foul, these slugs. There's something peculiarly disgusting about them. It's not just that they're gross, they're corrupt. It's as though they've arisen from the filth and corruption of the swamp itself, and it's like, yeah, not nice. Got you all in one go, yeah, that's how you do it. What's this then? Anything good? Oh, wolf's blood, swordgrass, yes. Esther soup, I don't know who's cooking this, but I'll take it, definitely. And the Sunlight Talisman, well, we're not using many miracles, but I'll take it anyway. There are some items that allow you to cast both miracles and pyromancies, which is actually really useful, but they're not as good for either. You see, you've got to consider lots of factors, like some of the catalysts are better than others, and you want the one that's going to make your pyromancies or miracles as strong as they can be, which will be the one you've upgraded the most ultimately. Oh dear, we are poisoned. This thing is huge. The tower is so astronomically high. But it ultimately leads up onto that bridge that... You remember that bridge we've been seeing for ages? The sort of viaduct-looking place? That's where we're going. Right up on top of it. Before we do that, though, there's a secret here, but there's also this little guy, and I want him. Come here, you! Gotcha. What are you going to give me? Yay! I also want these. I believe these are ashes of some description. Dreamcatcher's ashes. Excellent. We can give that to the lady in the Firelink Shrine. See Lothric over there? There's one of the towers, look, that was burning previously. Isn't now. There's the third one. In the distance, look, we can see it. That's where... One of the good things about this tower is you can see where you're going and where you need to go, where you've been. It's really cool, isn't it? Really cool. Okie dokie, my loves. I'm going to rest here at the bonfire, and when we come back, we'll discover who this strange giant wolf is. Bit of a mystery. Until next time, my loves. Bye-bye.